Ever wondered how millions of barrels of crude oil are transformed into the fuels? From massive distillation towers, intricate pipelines and control rooms, largest refineries, and reveal the billion-dollar system keeps our cars, planes, and industry running.
Come on, today we're going to explore an industry that earns billions of dollars, and most of us have no idea about it. Let's dive in and discover it right now.
This shows the full scale of the oil industry from refining to storage and distribution, revealing how diesel, gasoline, and jet fuel reach the market. This is the main entrance of a top U.S. refinery, where pipelines, trucks, and staff move in a precise system, part of a billion-dollar operation. This is where crude oil is transformed. Inside towering distillation columns, heat separates raw petroleum into gasoline, diesel, jet fuel. Behind these gates, millions of barrels of crude oil sit in massive tanks. Every pipeline links to a larger system that keeps America's energy flowing. While massive towers handle the heat, engineers monitor pressure, temperature, and flow in real time, ensuring every barrel is processed safely. Here we see the refinery from above, with pipelines, storage tanks, and trucks all working together to move crude oil into the refining process. Here, refinery workers enter the facility in safety gear, ready to manage the critical process.
Welcome to the refinery. This is where crude oil is carefully transformed into the fuels we use every day.
Tanker trucks slowly navigate the refinery, delivering crude oil to storage and intake points in a controlled, precise process. Before refining begins, crude oil must arrive here. Tanker trucks connect directly. Pipelines guide crude oil through the refinery, ensuring a smooth, controlled flow to every processing stage. Throughout the refinery, valves and meters continuously monitor the oil's pressure and flow, ensuring safe and controlled processing. These pipelines feed crude oil into the furnace, where it's gradually heated under control. Inside the furnace, crude oil is carefully heated to very high temperatures. The crude oil now moves toward the furnace, where it will be carefully heated before entering the distillation column.
This is our main distillation tower. It separates crude oil into products like gasoline and diesel. The steam you see is part of the cooling process.
This is the main distillation tower, separating crude oil into gasoline, diesel, and other essential products through a precise heating and condensation process. In the middle of the column, diesel separates and flows through pipelines for further and storage. Jet fuel flows through pipelines into rail tank cars, ready for distribution to airports. In the control room, operators monitor temperature, pressure, and flow to keep the refining process.
After separation, refined fuels are stored safely in large tanks before being distributed for transportation and use.
The refined fuels are securely stored in large tanks, ready for safe and controlled distribution. Safety valves and gauges ensure each tank maintains. The diesel fraction flows through its dedicated pipeline into storage tanks, ready for safe distribution. Workers inspect diesel lines for safety. Jet fuel is carefully loaded into rail tank cars, preparing it for safe transport to airports and major distribution centers. From above, the refinery storage network shows how fuel is managed for distribution. Diesel and gasoline are loaded into separate tankers for safe delivery. Loaded tanker trucks are now ready to transport gasoline and diesel safely.
This refinery generates billions in fuel revenue while creating thousands of direct and indirect jobs.
Fuel trucks run non-stop, linking the refinery to the national distribution network. Skilled workers monitor and operate systems to ensure safe, continuous production. Interconnected units and pipelines run non-stop, showing the scale of fuel production. Employees manage operations, ensuring efficiency and supporting economic growth. From above, the refinery's vast scale and links to nearby industry show its vital role in national energy security. While massive towers handle the heat, the control room manages operations, as engineers monitor pressure and flow to keep processing safe and efficient. Security and operations teams work together to ensure safe, continuous production.
Now let's take a closer look at national security and energy independence.
Inside the control room, operators closely monitor fuel flow to ensure precise operations and maximum efficiency. Security gates, cameras, and restricted zones protect the refinery's critical infrastructure and ensure safe. Interconnected pipelines and storage tanks handle refined fuels, showcasing the scale and efficiency of the refinery's operations.
See how every barrel drives the refinery's revenue, contracts, and hidden profits.
The refinery's complex layout and vast storage network show the scale, efficiency, and economic impact of fuel production and distribution. Inside the control room, operators carefully monitor every pipeline and process, keeping operations efficient and maximizing output. These financial charts show how per-barrel profits and long-term contracts drive the refinery's significant revenue. This network of pipelines and storage tanks ensures refined fuels are managed and distributed efficiently, showcasing the refinery's operational and economic scale. The refinery's complex network connects multiple units and pipelines, ensuring continuous processing and efficient fuel distribution.
Now, let's move to the final step, a quick recap of the entire refinery process.
This is the refinery in full scale, where pipelines, storage tanks, and operations work seamlessly to keep the nation fueled. The refinery's major units and towering distillation columns work in perfect sync, forming the backbone of its complex operations. In the control room, workers carefully monitor every detail, ensuring fuel production and distribution run smoothly and efficiently. From this angle, the full refinery and its network of tanks and pipelines highlight the scale and efficiency of America's oil industry. From this perspective, the full scale of the refinery's towering columns and stacks comes into view, highlighting the immense industrial magnitude of fuel production. Fuel is delivered efficiently to the right storage and distribution points. The refinery's interconnected pipelines and extensive industrial network work non-stop, ensuring continuous fuel processing and smooth. Flying over the refinery, we see the full scale of operations: pipelines, tanks, and workers all working together to keep production running seamlessly.
A complete look at America's billion-dollar oil industry, from production to distribution. Subscribe for more insights on the world's top industries.